Well, my fellow freelancers, holy smoly, beards of beards, we've got a lot of information to go over with a patch that landed today, surprise! And news on a Cataclysm and a live stream and matchmaking stuff. Friends, let's just get into this, because there's a lot to go over. Let's do this. Let's go. Hello my friends, Boomy here once again with another video for you, my freelancing Anthem brothers and sisters. How is everyone doing today? And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because if you do not, Corvus will find out your entire search history. That's right, they'll do it. Friends, Romans, freelancing-mans, how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing great. My goodness, my friends, we had a patch hit today. Oh my goodness, did we ever? It's here. Wow. A lot of quality of life improvements, a lot of stuff focused towards free play, some back end stuff as well for future content that is coming soon. There's a lot. There's a lot and is well needed. This is a good breath of fresh air from all the silence we have had recently with Anthem. I kind of wish they would have given us a little warning about this, but hey, I'm not complaining. We've got, let's just go into it, right? Let's dive into the patch notes first, and then we will dive into the other news that we have coming as well. My friends, here we go. So here we are in features, that's right, in the brand new patch 1.20 in May, that's today, that's right. So let's get into this. We got some free play features coming up, it's live right now. Improve the compass to show collectible items as a question mark when you are near one. I'll let you know, I went into free play already, and it's nice. It is nice, that's for sure. I will caveat all this before we continue that a lot of this, yes, it should have been in the base game itself, but hey, it's here now. Not complaining. Let's get to it. Added a purple target icon to show an area where an enemy that is guaranteed to drop loot will appear. It is true. I have gotten lots of loot so far from these guys, and hey, I'm not complaining, when the enemy appears, they will have a white target on icon. Added the ability to fast travel to different Strider locations from the map while in free play. I think this is a cool idea. This is great. SWTOR has this. You can tell where they're borrowing it from. You can tell where they've also borrowed some stuff from Fallout 76. We'll get into that in just a moment. But this is cool. Me, personally, I love the map, and the scenery is beautiful, so I have no problem flying around. 3 Emerald Abyss legendary missions have been added. Load screens now display lore regarding the location that you are loading into. It also has some pretty funny excerpts from some pretty interesting books that I personally would buy and read. I'm just saying. They said added a simple UI for players to communicate non-verbally with each other and express themselves via emotes. This is accessed by pressing down the D-pad if using a controller, or B on the keyboard for PC, and they are borrowing this directly from Fallout 76, which they have an identical communication style pad for you to use, or cogwheel really, for you to use, instead of an actual general chat, which one might argue that's a good thing. General fixed an issue where the Alt key could not be correctly used in key binding. Creatures, Dominion Storm and Frost Brutes no longer have shields. Oh, that's nice. All Storm Javelins, Elementalists, and Valkyries, etc. now regenerate their shields like other shielded creatures. When hovering, they can be grounded with Force or with Fire status effects. The Scar Hunter can now be grounded with Fire status effects. Improve the animation of the Scar Grenadier grenade throw to be more clear. Our Javelin changes. That's right, my friends. We have some Javelin buffs coming our way. Javelin changes, looking away from interaction point while interacting no longer cancels the interaction. That's good. Gear changes, interceptors, here we go. Base damage for cluster mine has been increased from 110 to 135. Your base damage for searching glaive has also been increased from 550 to 605. Base damage for plasma star has been increased from 110 to 210. And base damage for Wraith Strike has been increased from 250 to 315. Our Colossus big boys out there, base damage for Burst Mortar has been increased from 300 to 400. Base damage of Flak Cannon has also been increased from 42 to 62. Base damage of Black Powder, or your Masterwork Flak Cannon, has been increased from 52.5, that's a weird arbitrary number, to 75. My Ranger brother and sisters, how y'all doing? Base damage for Blast Missile has been increased from 220 to 310. Sweet. Base damage for Argo's Mace, Masterwork Blast Missile, has been increased from 275 to 387.5 because the 0.5... Why? Why indeed? You storms out there birding all over the place and hovering all over the place. Base damage of Flame Burst has been increased from 150 to 260. Base damage of Venomous Blaze or your Masterwork Flame Burst has been increased from 225 to 390. Base damage of Arc Burst has been increased from 300, 150 to 375, 185 there. Now let's get into some of the bug fixes. They fixed a bug where multiple status effects applied to creatures were not able to be detonated for combos. Inventory slot count at end of expedition now matches the Forge and Vault. Cortex menu, various bugs with navigation and opening closing the Cortex has been fixed. Cortex menu also fixed issues where some entries could not be marked as read or would become unread. New items gained from an expedition will now properly show the new item icon. Reduced frequency and intensity of several weapon muzzle flashes and gear effects. That's true. I'm like, whoa, daddy needs his sunglasses. Reduced frequency and intensity of several weapon muzzle flashes. Or I read that, dude. Come on, get with it. Colossus's components, Reinforced Hull, and Colossal Stock Art Augment have had several issues with their text descriptions fixed. Fixed an issue where the Javelin's lower body would twist oddly when strafing and swapping weapons. Hey, you don't know, maybe they're just really flexible. Hello. Resolved errors with the Conductive Lattice Interceptor component not always providing correct stat bonuses. The recommended power values were unintentionally reverted to their original values and have been fixed. The values should now read 425 for GM1, 575 for GM2, and 675 for GM3. Now we have stronghold fixes coming in here. I told you, this is the unabridged version, right? And general fix various issues where players could get stuck, get outside the environment, and other art-related issues. Heart of Rage fixed an issue where the monitor's glaive would rotate oddly during his final animation. Heart of Rage also fixed an issue where you couldn't replay the Heart of Rage after selecting to play another mission at the end of the expedition screen. Heart of Rage as well fixed an issue where the door closed prematurely, preventing players from progressing to the arena. I have had that happen to me, and that was annoying. Heart of Rage as well fixed an issue where the player could be party gathered if hovering too close, good lord, to the door of the second arena. And also more Heart of Rage fun fixed an issue where you would receive no loot if your entire party was down during the final phase of the Titan fight. That sucks. Glad they fixed that. And lastly, with Heart of Rage fixed an issue where the monitor encountered would break if too much damage was done before the final phase. Oopsies. Sunken Cell. They fixed an issue where the Dutch boy removed his finger from the dam and all the water came in. They also fixed an issue where the Fury sometimes would collide with rotating pillar on entering the arena. Fixed some issues where creatures were unable to path to the player correctly. Fixed an issue where the flight suspension in progress wasn't showing for some members of a squad. Also fixed an issue where Ash Brutes would be able to move while frozen because, hey, that's cheating. Fixed some issues with Spanish voice over conversations. Good. That totally bothered me, I'm just telling you. Temple Scar fixed an issue where the player could stand inside the shield bubble of the final boss. Also with the Temple of the Scars, fixed an issue where the player could be knocked into a cage and trapped in the boss arena. Ouchie! And in our same temple, fixed an issue where rejoining a session at the final boss arena would cause a player to spawn outside the arena and then get party gathered into the arena. And our favorite tyrant mine, because none of us have done this a trillion times, fixed an issue where the icon would appear twice on the expedition map. Fixed an issue with text missing on the objective. Now let's get into our missions and legendary missions. In general, they fixed an issue where the legendary missions did not unlock after completing Return to the Heart of Rage. Fixed an issue where a player could launch a legendary mission that was no longer available on the schedule and would spawn in with no content. Well, talk about being a buzzkill on that one. Fixed an issue where legendary missions would be locked until the next mission was available if you started a mission and didn't complete it. Finding old friends, legendary. Fix an issue where disconnecting during the mission would cause the mission objectives to disappear and prevent the mission from progressing. Also with finding old friends and the legendary status, fix an issue where two objective markers were present at the same time. And with finding our friends in the original and the legendary style, fix an issue where dying on the go to Strider objective, the player would be respawned across the map. We just got trolled. And with our old friends, we fixed an issue where dialogue wasn't playing for some players in a squad. Also that added missing summary text in the journal entry for completed mission, and fixed an issue where players that did not bring other pieces of Ursuric's meat to gain entry to see Princess Zim stopped the mission from progressing because, well, that to me makes sense because they were too lazy to bring the meat. You had one job. Fortress of Dawn fixed an issue where players were able to control the EXO during the cinematics. Incursion, the OG and the legendary, fix an issue with the party gather after leaving the entire interior of the cave. And they also fix an issue with multiple objective markers appearing. In the Legion of Dawn mission, adding missing outcome text in the journal entry for completed mission. Lost Arcanist, legendary, fix an issue where the objective marker was using an incorrect icon. Rescuing Hulk, legendary, fix an issue where the mission didn't progress until all party members arrived at the beginning location. Also with Hulk, because reasons, fix an issue where the moves to the lower courtyard objective didn't appear until all the party members reached a specific point. And with Hulk as well, and lastly with him, fix an issue where the summary did not appear in the journal after completing the mission. Matthias Contract, Arcanist Ruins, fixed an issue where no enemies were spawning at the last objective. I've had that happen in Tyrant Mines. Can't say I wasn't, not happy about that. I'm like, yeah, this is a good break. We'll just stand here for a while. With Yarrow, Tempting Target, fixed an issue where the objective marker was missing. Also with Yarrow, Imposter fixed an issue with the text in the journal where the mission was completed. Fort Tarsus got some overhauls here. Fixed an issue where Forge UI appeared during cinematic for crafting the Dawn Shield. I did not have that encounter, so that's new. Clarify the objective text for building and equipping the Dawn Shield. Fix visual issues with the curtains at the entrance in the bar to Fort Tarsus. Didn't know they had an issue. They look great to me. Adjusted the conversation with Sev in the introduction to the Sunken Cell Stronghold to reflect that you've spoken to Sev previously, because everyone forgot. And then with our environment to fix various issues where players could get stuck, get outside of the environment, and other art-related issues. And free play world events, lastly with the patch notes, fixed an issue where Scar Hatches would sometimes appear to be enabled to enter the middle of a world event instead of at the end. Reputation rewards, fixed an issue where the reputation points were not being awarded for the Freelancer in Need world. That's the title. Freelancer in Need world event, and added reputation points for discovering caves you can enter. Fix issues with the Arcanist Horcrux study. Horcrux? Like Harry Potter? World event, read Boomy, where dying and respawning was sometimes causing the world event to break and not be able to be completed. My oh my oh my, there's a lot there, and there's a lot of cute quality of life improvements that we got with free play and stuff in UI, and just some other little things here and there that they had to tidy up. And like I said, Jesse did say that there are stuff behind the scenes, we'll get to one of those in just a second, that they are putting into the game right now that will build and become the foundation for future stuff down the road. Now let's talk about a PTS, a live stream, and when the Cataclysm is going to come, and all that jazz. My friends, let's see what Jesse has to say right here. Says, hi everyone, it's been a little while. Wink, wink, nod, nod. I'm excited to finally share some of what the team has been working hard on. This morning we are releasing Game Update 1.2. This update contains some under-the-hood content you won't see right away, but is setting things up for future update, The Cataclysm. Speaking of The Cataclysm, you're probably wondering, when is it going to be released? Rather than rush it out the door, we want to take time and get feedback from you and make changes based on what we hear. In order to do that, we are releasing a public test server, or PTS, on PC, which will allow you to see the content as it is being developed and gives you the ability to provide feedback. While this won't immediately solve all the current issues, we want to continue to hear from you as we make improvements to Anthem, and the PTS is a great way to do that. He also continues, we'll be diving deeper into this topics and others, as well as giving a first look at the Cataclysm tomorrow, or today when you read this, on a live stream at 3 p.m. Central Time over on Twitch or Mixer. We do hope y'all will join us as we take this step towards a better Anthem. Right here, this is a great PSA for everyone. Like, a lot of people like to get into the PTS, get into betas, right, a lot of times, and they get in there pretty much just to play new content. That's what they do. And you'll find that sometimes, you know, and I'm sure this is going to happen. I mark my beard, I bet you, I promise you, some of the click haters out there will get into it and then report and tell you how trash everything is because, you know, because reasons. But it's like, it's a PTS, it's a test server, you dingle bing. But anyways, if you get in, if you do the PTS, which I plan on doing, if you do it, they want your feedback, and that is a very important thing to do. You're not there just to have fun and see the new stuff and the new shiny objects. I mean, that's all good and awesome. But our job in the PTS, and this is someone who's been in many PTSs before, PTRs, whether it be SWTOR, World of Warcraft, or other games as well, like I'm in right now in another game, they want our feedback. This game will not advance and become better and get to where it needs to be and should be. We are the other end of that whole equation. Not just the devs and everything. They need to hear from us, and not the snarky, toxic junk that you hear out there all the time from the Reddit people, you know, the people who live in mommy and daddy's basement. No, they want to hear from us about our true, honest feedback in a good, civilized way. And that's what it's for. So if you get into it, use those glasses when you're doing stuff. Look for stuff that, you know, there might be stuff there, there might not be stuff there. Let them know your thoughts and ideas. That's why they're doing it. It's an olive branch. Let's return the favor to them as well. Now let's talk a little bit about matchmaking that also came in 1.2 today, right here by Jesse. He says in update 1.2, we made some changes to matchmaking to improve the player experience. You may see longer wait times for certain activities, but this should allow for having a greater chance for being matched up with other players instead of being put into an empty game. This has affected me a lot, especially late at night, but I'm glad they're doing this, and I'm willing to wait. I'm sure someone's going to complain about that, but it is what it is. In addition to this, we've extended the times that will allow players to backfill existing missions and strongholds. So my friends, there you have it. Patch 1.2.0 has arrived in Anthem. A lot of quality of life improvements, matchmaking improvements. We have a stream coming tomorrow where we're going to get some first glimpses into the Cataclysm. Please don't be as cringe as the last stream. Prayers and thoughts to Jesse in this one. I know yeah. Even though I'm a big proponent of Anthem, yeah, I felt it. Anyways, my friends, let me know your thoughts down below. This is something here. This is great. We got some foundational work for future content. Yes, the Cataclysm has been delayed, but you know what? I'd rather them delay it and get it done right than rush it out and it break apart and then we go off and play other games. And that's just my honest truth right there. My friends, as always, make sure you hit that like button. Helps us out quite a bit on the channel. Hit that bell notification button as well. Lets you know every time a video comes out as well there, because that's my favorite phrase right now. Okay, it is. Anyways, my friends, if you really like what you see here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Become part of the family here on Boomy Nation on YouTube. The freak show of YouTube. The black sheep of gaming. Meh. Friends, as always, have a good one. Remember to be kind, and it's about community. And we'll see you later. Good day.